Hi, this is Scott Patsko with the Northeast Ohio Media Group, and welcome to another football preview video. We're here with Avon. We have Coach Mike Elder, along with players Corey Orodzansky and Jake Sopko. Thanks for coming in, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Before we look at the coming season, I wanted to talk a little bit about the success you've had in the last half dozen years. Last year, you make it to the regional finals. It was the fourth time, I think, since 2008. You've had 2 losses, regular season losses, in the last 4 years. What is it that Avon's doing right now that's leading to this success?
Well, a lot of people ask that question, and the first thing I tell them is we have great kids from great families, and I've been able to assemble a coaching staff that's second to none. They love the game, they love our kids, and so when you get great kids who are willing to work really hard and you put together a good plan for them and they execute it, you can be successful. So we've been very fortunate in that respect.
Now, Corey, I think you were probably in 7th grade the last time Avon did not make the playoffs. As a team, you guys talk about keeping that streak alive because it's been quite a few years now and you have a good run here. Is that something that motivates you at all?
We talk a lot about the future and the past teams, and we have a responsibility to hold up what they've done and to continue at the success. But every year is different, every team's different, and I think it's no different this year.
I know, Coach, when he gives out his prospectus on the coming season, he always lists state title as one of your goals. And as a player, is it state title or bust for Avon? Is that pretty much successful season equals state title?
I think state title is the goal, and I think it's a reachable goal. Our first goal is to beat Lake and then to win a conference championship and then win a state championship, and it's definitely a reachable goal, and I think this year, upcoming years, we'll get it.
So what do you think are some of the strengths things you guys were really good at this year?
Well, we graduated a lot of really good players, and so every year it kind of happens and you, as a coach, scratch your head and say, how are we going to replace those guys? They were really good. But it's fun to watch kids just take ownership in the program and in the tradition, and a lot of guys wait till their senior year to get their first opportunity. So we have 23 seniors on our football team. Not all of them have been starters, but we have 23 of them, and that's our strength. We're going to be as good as our seniors make us.
That was the case last year. I know you had some guys coming in new positions who might have been a senior, and a quarterback was one of those. And is that, as a coach, do you like that you don't have the guys who are maybe moving up like that? You have this group of seniors that are coming in and taking over those spots.
Well, I think that anything, when you start talking about the difference between a 15-year-old's body and an 18-year-old's body, it's just significant. And my first year at Avon, we didn't have the luxury with the numbers and the success and the people playing football. But now, if you're really talented, you can play early. But a lot of our guys have to wait their turn. And so it's a lot of fun for me to see in a society, it's a fast food society, they want it right now, the delayed gratification and the kids who wait their turn. Yeah, as a coach, you really feel good about kids who are willing to put in their time and effort and wait to get their success.
This could be for either of you guys. Avon is a team that's always mentioned among other conference teams as one that really wants to play. You guys are at the top and everybody's kind of shooting for you. Do you get the sense when you're playing games that everybody's kind of coming with their A game and it's their biggest game of the year? Did you get that sense last year?
Yeah, we definitely have a target on our back, but we like that. We like that teams that were their Super Bowl or something like that. We like to be hated. We want to win.
Yeah. Do you get that sense as well?
Yeah, I definitely think teams, they play differently against us, and you have to do things differently or try things if it's not working, and I like that as a defensive player. It's challenging and fun.
And I know Avon Lake is your biggest rivalry, and I know you're not going to call them Avon Lake, but that's okay. When you look at that game being at the first game of the year, do you prefer that, or would you rather maybe build up to something like that?
I like it being the first game of the year. It gives us something to look forward to, and it's just a huge game, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah. As a coach, is that something you'd prefer to get that game out of the way, or?
When you're talking about a rival, we say to ourselves all the time, it doesn't matter when or where we play them. It could be in the parking lot, it could be week 10, week 5, week 1. It's still Avon versus Lake. And, we don't disrespect. We have a great deal of respect for Lake. And as a matter of fact, when I got to Avon 7 years ago, we emulated them and said, hey, we want to get to where they're at. So it's a great rivalry, and it's a rivalry built on respect. The whole reason for the lake thing, just so people are aware, is because we simply want to make sure people stop confusing us. Happens all the time. We get called Avon Lake too many times. So we figure if we drop the Avon, no one will mix us up.
And Corey, one last thing. This being the last year in the conference, is that any extra motivation to kind of go out and keep that, make it 5 in a row?
Oh, definitely. I mean, with the success that we've had in the conference, it's good to go out on a good note. You want to finish strong and win it again, simply. I mean, there's nothing else.
Kind of go out on top.
Right.
All right, well, that'll do it for this. Thanks, guys, for coming in, and thanks for joining us. Stay tuned for cleveland.com for more coverage of high school football.